Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to some more Gold Rush. We are a little light on cash, unfortunately. I was getting everything over here at the end of the last episode. I've got my fuel truck over, that's been filled up. Got my water tank, that's the fuel trailer. Got my water tanker over, that hasn't been filled yet. Bought and brought over the mobile wash plant. And I also picked up an extra couple of jerry cans. Let's get the torch on so you can see. And they're both full of fuel as well. A couple of high voltage electrical cables, an electrical splitter, and a thin water hose so we can get this up and running when we need it. And also the extra the power splitter so I can actually connect up both of my machines over here, my gold washing station. But I had about 21,000 or so, $21,000 in cash, which was more than enough to do what I needed, which was to buy the excavator and also do the drilling. And then I thought, well, I'll spend a bit of the time because I want to wait till we get the start of a new day. I'll spend a bit of the time just doing some more runs on the sluice box. And midnight came, and it decided to empty my bank account. I had about 4 ounces of gold. It took all of that, and it took 9,000 off me as well in terms of rent provision. So we don't have enough to get the excavator yet, but I still have enough to do the drilling. So we're going to head on over and get the drilling machine. We're going to drill a whole load of samples and then find out where the really good deposits of gold are on this claim, or at least we'll do as much as we can in a single day. Then we'll send the machine back and spend the rest of the day, I think, back in the sluice box, digging some more dirt, getting some more gold. I've got a little bit there in my inventory, as you can see, 1.7 ounces. There's a little bit already in the magnetite separator, and about half there. Half the mats are full. Well, the mats are about half full on a current run at the moment as well. So there's more gold to come. It's just a case of finishing that run off and then cleaning it out. But yeah, we'll need to do that so we can then raise enough money to get the excavator. That, or they're taking the wrong turning here. It's that, or we take out a loan to get the excavator. I might take the loan. We'll see what happens, because at midnight I'm going to have another rent due. That's going to take more gold and money out of my pocket. Depending on how things are looking at midnight, I might possibly take a loan out so we can get the excavator and start digging at the start of the next day. We'll see how it goes. So, handbrake on, engine off. This is the excavator I want, but I can't afford this one because that's $78,000. This is the one we will be getting, the smaller one. Oh, it's 18,000. I thought it was 15. Okay, so it's slightly more expensive than I thought it was. So we may well definitely need to end up taking a loan. And this is the driller. So this is 88,000 to buy, but we are going to rent one. And you can see the daily rental cost is about 3,500. So we're going to rent that and get that transported over to the claim. Machines on claim 0 to 1. Don't tell me I have to... Oh wait, no. It's because I haven't actually paid for the order. There we go. So wondering why it wasn't available for me to actually move it. It's because I hadn't actually paid for it. There we go. There's a drilling machine. So we'll move that over. It's going to cost me $1,500 to move it. So you can see I'm down to $7,500. My money's just disappearing. I might well have to take a loan out. Let's make our way back to the claim. Jump in the driller. And start finding out where the really good deposits are. And we kind of want to concentrate our efforts on those areas. And once we get away from sort of the edges of the pay dirt, it's going to be too deep to go all the way down with the smaller excavator. Not even sure if we'll be able to get it with the larger excavator. We might have to resort to a front loader from the ground at that point, if it's still too low to get the rest of the gold out from each section. We'll see. It's a way off yet. We're going to need to earn a lot more money before we can do that. Understeering badly. Come on, get going again. That's tight through there. You either clip the fence or the rocks if you're not careful. As you end up clipping one of the two. And there's the driller delivered to the site for us. So let's park the truck just here. Handbrake on, lights off, engine off. Not a particularly fast machine, this, which is why I wanted as long as possible in this, which is why I wanted to start early and work as late as I can. I'll need to get it back to that point we just picked it up from, because that's our sell point, so I can return it before the end of the day. So I'm pretty sure the gold here is going to be rubbish, but I'll start drilling anyway so we can see on the map what it's going to be like. So I need to put the handbrake on to drill, and then send the drill down. That's as far as it'll go. Bring it back up onto the next one. What this will do, if I pull up the backpack, you'll see on the gold map, if I move the cursor around a bit, it's all divided up into squares here, and by drilling it, this is where I'll find out. This is the one I've just drilled. We've got no information showing on that one yet. Maybe I need to move across to 220. Yeah, let's start from 220 onwards. Move in a little bit more. There we go. So handbrake on, start drilling. You can see the drill going all the way down there. That's good, that means there's a lot of pay dirt there. And we'll move on to the next one. And start drilling 195. And now let's take a look at the map, and we should hopefully have a bit of data. So there we go. We can see here that from the ledger, the legend on the side, these are showing small amounts of gold. If we click on it, we should get a bit more detail. So you can see very little at the top at all. About 2.5 meters down, we get to about half an ounce per square meter, or per cubic meter. A little bit further down, it goes up slightly, then drops down slightly, and then at the very bottom of that, it goes back up again. So it looks like the topsoil itself is not really going to yield much for us. That one a little bit different. You can see the gold starts at just 1 meter down, so a lot less stuff that we need to get rid of, but not great returns on these opening sections, which is kind of what I expected. I imagine that the really good stuff is going to be probably somewhere in the middle of this big open area. But this is why I wanted to do the drilling, because this will really give us a much clearer picture of where the good gold is, and and where we need to drill to get to it, or where we need to dig, sorry, to get to it. So let's finish off this row and turn around and go back on the left of where we are, and we'll just keep working our way across that section so we can find the good stuff. Eventually we'll end up probably clearing most of the area out anyway, but given the fact that I don't have a huge amount of cash right now, and getting a wash plant up and running is going to be very expensive. I'm going to need at least $500,000 to get the wash plant up and running. Plus I'm going to need to have upgrades on the claim so I can run more than one machine, because I can only run one at the time at the moment, which is why we don't have the excavator here. I'm going to have to return this before I can get the excavator. That will pay $20,000 to upgrade the claim to allow 2 machines to be on it, and that's money I just don't have right now. It's going to be a little while before we can start spending money on nice little, luxury upgrades like that. I also wanted to get the magnetite trailer, but again, I didn't think I had enough, and it turns out I absolutely didn't have enough. So just as well I didn't buy that. And I'm not going to drill the outside edge, so we'll go to the left straight now, straight after this one. There we go. So I think another couple of rows will start to give us a really clear picture of exactly where the gold is. I'm going to keep an eye on the fuel gauge as well, because I don't know how quickly this thing's going to burn fuel. I think vehicles, when they come to you on the claim, they have half a tank of fuel, and we're already below half a tank. So I'm guessing just having the engine running and idling while we're drilling is using up fuel at a decent rate as well. This is another reason why I wanted to have the fuel tanker nice and early, because I know the excavator is going to burn through fuel pretty quickly. I don't know about this, so it was important to have that on the claim in case we run out of gas, which I think while we're drilling, which I think is probably a quite a likely scenario. There we go. Next one. See the machine fighting the gradient of the ground there, or the camber. It slides a little bit as we drive it forward. So we'll finish this row off, and then we'll have another look at the map and see if we've turned up any nice little results, and then we can start focusing on a specific area if that's the case. I don't think you need to drill in the middle, but yeah, it's just seems like the right thing to do for me. So one more square after this, and we'll check the minimap again. And then what I'll do is I'll just start drilling like crazy, and I'll do that off camera, and then I'll cut back and show you the results of a lot of drilling. And if the drilling doesn't take as long as I think it's going to, then what I might do is just go straight to the loan and start digging today. We'll see. We'll see how we shake out once we've drilled out some nice little areas on this claim. Because it's not even 8 o'clock in the morning yet, and we've got a couple of good rows done already. So let's take a look. Oh, we're into some better gold already. Look, all the way across here. So let's click on this. You can see the gold is much closer to the surface, and some good amounts there. Look at that, 5 meters down. We've got 0.87 ounces per cubic meter. 0.86, and again only half a meter away of topsoil there. 0.94 on that one, and it's only 3.9 meters down. That's good. 5.3 meters down, 0.9, and not quite so good on that one. So we've already got a nice little seam opening up just here. So, oops. So I'll carry on doing some drilling, and I'll check back in with you once I've got some results to show you. Alright, we've done a nice little section here. The driller is pretty much out of fuel. It's got a little bit left, but we'll need to top it up. So, seeing as we're also at this little point here where it splits and goes in a different direction, this seems like a good point for us to move the dozer, refuel it, and take a look at the map. So, let's position this back at the other end of the claim over there. Got a bit of a sinkhole kind of area over there, which I don't know if that suggests, but I'm guessing it probably will, that the gold or the amount of pay dirt is a lot lower down there. I've not been drilling the outside border, have I? So we'll start again here on 64. Oh, and the fuel's just gone red. Okay, so let's park her up here. Handbrake on, engine off. And let's just jump over with the vehicle select to our truck. And let's hook up to our fuel trailer. Oops, wrong button. There we go. And there we go, connect that on. Should be able to make our way around the side here. Yes, we can. There's the digger. We'll park up, engine off. And where's my fuel hose? Where is it? There it is. No. There it is. Over here. Wait. This is definitely the fuel tank, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So where is the fuel nozzle? Other side. Up there. There we go. I don't want to put too much fuel in. Don't want to unnecessarily waste it. We'll put in about 3/4 of a tank. I think that should be enough. We can always put some more in if we need to. I think that'll be enough for now, anyway. There we go. So let's take a look at the map and see. Okay, yeah. Let's take a look at the map, and we can see quite a nice little sort of area of gold showing up over here. If we just take a look at this square here, this one here, Getting some decent results. Looks very nice on some of these. And then it starts to get a little bit lower around here before we get to the good stuff. This is the one we've just done. You can see the dirt's 4 meters of topsoil before we actually get to the good stuff. But still, decent results. That's 30% gold on that one. 65% gold on that parcel there. And this is only up to a depth of 10 meters, so if it's more than 10 meters in depth, you know, there could be even more gold down there that we don't know about. Handbrake on, and I shall carry on drilling. So I'll check back in with you again in a little while. Oh, and if the microphone sounded a bit weird in the first part of this video, I realised I was using the headset microphone rather than my standalone microphone, so apologies for that if it sounded a little bit weird, but should be on the right microphone now. Okay, we're coming to the end of this sort of first section, and I think that's probably enough drilling, so I'll just do these next couple of grid squares that are coming up, and then we'll probably call it a day on the drilling. It's certainly more than enough to give us a really good kind of indication as to where the good gold is on this claim for, you know, quite some time. It's going to take us a long time to work through all of these squares, especially with just a small excavator and a mobile wash plant. You know, I think there's a good chunk of this won't actually be fully accessible to us until we get the larger excavator. So we do need to start digging and making some money so we can upgrade. So we'll get to the edge here, near where the truck is, and then we'll take this back. Ooh, a bit of a slide there. That's a big lump in front of us. I might have to go around the side of that. But yeah, we'll take this back, return it, and make a plan from where we want to go from there. And I think I am going to have to take a loan out because I am worried about another chunk of gold and money disappearing at the end of the day. Well, that gold is definitely going to go, and I think I'm probably going to lose some money on top as well. I'm curious. It finally settles down there. Oop, little auto save. So just 3 squares to go. Let's take a quick glance at the map. A lot of decent gold. I mean, it's not great gold by the scale standards, but by what we've been working with up to this point, it's good gold. So can't really say too much about that. And there is a bit of a sound bug while using this thing. It's supposed to make a noise as it's going down. I've heard that once. Out of all the grid squares that I've drilled, I've heard the sound it makes going down once. And normally it's just the engine hum in the background and no noise here. But say one time I have heard it actually make noise on the way down. So there's definitely a sound glitch on this at the moment. Maybe that'll get fixed with an update in the future. And there we go. So let's just turn the engine off for a moment, and let's take a bit more of a look at our map. So yeah, a few iffy spots. You can see we've got this nice region around here that we can work with, and that spreads down into this area over here. This is a shallow patch, so I'm just curious as to what it shows for depth. Yeah, look, just 5.5 meters. Doesn't show amazing gold in that area until you get down to 3.5 meters, and then it's just a very small area, but really good gold. And there, that square there next to it, that's pretty good gold all the way down. Take a look here. And around here, these are ones that we've just done. Smaller quantities, and quite a way down as well. Look, 10.6 meters there. There's that lump that we got stuck on. That went down to 10.8 meters. Average gold. Yeah, we've definitely got some nice little areas to work with. Let's see. So we can find somewhere it's quite low or quite close to the surface. That's quite a nice one. Toggle that square, and that should highlight it outside so we can see it, and that one as well, that one as well. So we've got 3 squares there. They'll be the first 3 that we excavate, I think. And yeah, you can see the white boxes there to show that they're the ones that we've marked. So let's go return this, and then we'll hop over to the bank, get out a loan, and go get an excavator, and then we'll start breaking ground in the next episode, I think. So I might go back to the hog pan overnight, do a little bit more panning, ready to start digging, you know, with real purpose tomorrow with part 5. That'll be day 8. Alright, so to return something or to sell something, you park it in this box. I can't get out. There we go. Now I can get out. Just move around the side, and then we go to this little cash register here, and there we go. We're selling it, but we're not getting any money because it's actually a lease, and we're returning the vehicle. There we go. So the next question is, how much do I want to take out from the bank? There's the 3 squares that we're going to be excavating on. What I'll also do is I'll bring the wash plant over and the generator, and park this here. Just detach that. There's the lever. Yeah, I'll get everything set up. So I'll put the wash plant in place near the dig site. I'll make sure the digger is over there. I'll make sure everything's fueled up and ready to go. And then, as I say, I'll probably just use whatever time is left to do a little bit of work with the hog pan, just to give us a little bit more of a cushion for the midnight purge of our finances when rent goes out. So I'm going to need 18,000 for the excavator. It's 18,000, wasn't it? Maybe it's more expensive on a different difficulty. I wonder. Just to think, is there anything else that I need? I mean, I could get that that trailer as well, the magnetite trailer. If I take out enough, I can at least start to see how much magnetite we've got, and start tracking towards getting those upgrades at the blacksmith. So I might do that as well. So let's park up. Let's see, loans. So that's pretty much what I need to cover the cost of the excavator. The trailer's another 4.5. Let's go for a straight 18 grand. That'll be enough. That's going to give me 8,000 in interest. It's not cheap, but yeah, we'll take it. So let's head over to pick up the magnetite trailer, and then we can, as I say, start seeing just how much magnetite we've actually got, and then we'll get the excavator sent to the claim as well. Quickly run in and out. There we go, that's all I want. Use, no, just the one. There we go. Get that hooked up. Ooh, and turn the engine off by mistake. There we go. Oh, and there's a sound glitch because I turned the engine off and on again too quickly. There we go. Just need to roll back a touch. There we go. Now to the machine store. I'll stay parked up on the outside here so I don't have to reverse the trailer out. So this is what we want, the small excavator. Add one of those to cart. What's this window? Oh, the paint shop. Ah, so this is how I can decorate my my truck. Huh. I might look into that another time. Not actually looked at that window before. So we want to order the small excavator. There we go. Money's out the account. That leaves us with just under 3 grand left. That should be enough to move it. Yep. So we've got $1,400 left and a little bit of gold. But the excavator is now waiting for us on the claim. So as I say, what I'll do is get everything sort of set up and ready, and then spend the rest of the evening hog panning, and then when we come back in part 5, we'll be ready to start digging with the excavator on those 3 squares that we've marked out. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I'm Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more Gold Rush very soon.